Hey, y'all. We're still in the 12 days of Christmas cookies. And, I'm always so appreciative when I request y'all's favorite Christmas cookie recipe, and y'all always come through for me. And I thank you so much for sharing what is your and your family's favorite cookie, because I don't know anybody. Maybe my cousin's wife, Dawn, maybe Darlene is the only one that I've met that didn't like a cookie. Yeah. Go figure. So anyway, Janice Wood sent me this recipe, and she said, my mother always made this at Christmas time. It's oranges and carrots and cherries, and they are delicious. So thank you so much, Janice. And this is another frosted cookie. She sent me a picture of what they should look like. And I got a weak spot for frosted cookies. It's double the goodness. So she tells us to start with 1.5 cups of vegetable shortening. And I've told y'all earlier at some point that I always use the butter flavored because I just like it. I like it better than looking at something that looks like a pile of lard. So there you go. So I've got our vegetable shortening. Whoops. I got our butter. So Janice tells us to cream that together. And then we'll add our eggs. So I'm going to add our eggs now. What kind of shell was that? That was a hard one. Y'all know I had to break down and buy eggs the other day at the grocery store for the first time since I've had chickens. I don't know what's wrong with those girls. So now we're gonna add our carrots. And Janice tells me that she uses frozen carrots, but she cooks them until they are easy to mash up. Another good for you cookie.
Exactly.
This is a good world, ain't it? We made our oatmeal cookies earlier. We know that oatmeal's supposed to be good for us. And now, carrot cookies. So we've got 3 cups of all-purpose flour. We've got 2 teaspoons of baking powder and a teaspoon of salt. So I'm going to kind of run my whisk through that, kind of get that mixed up. And then we're going to add it to our wet batter. And that is it. So this is not a difficult cookie at all. I'm going to go a little bit slow on this since I've never made this cookie before. Looks wonderful. Can't wait to taste. It almost looks like I'm in the cheese dip, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Okay. Here we go. And she says to cook these at 375. I wouldn't be able to cook them that high in my commercial oven, but that's what she says for a home oven.
I have ours at 350.
Yeah. And I think you'll need to bring it down to 325 even. Because that one's about 50 degrees higher, Teresa. Okay. Here we go. And she said to cook them for 12 minutes. But you know your oven, so you... I was going to try to do that without having to stick my fingers in it, but I don't think that's going to work. But you see about the size I'm doing them. So it's like any other cookie. You can make them any size that you want. So in 12 minutes, we're going to have some carrot cookies. All right, I want to show y'all these orange carrot cookies. Let's see, what does she call them? What's the exact name of them? Orange and carrots and cherry cookies. Well, I think she actually calls them maybe just Christmas cookies. I'm not sure. But look how pretty they look. And they are more of a cake cookie. I just can't help but think of carrot cake. Was there cinnamon in this?
I mean,
It was not. So that would keep it from tasting like a carrot cake. All right, now, like I said, Judy does frost these. I meant Janice. I was just reading Judy Gerard's name. So Janice uses a whole 1 pound. You know what? Let me beat up this butter a little bit before I add the confectionate sugar. I'm going to beat in our powdered sugar. And she said we needed the zest of 2 oranges grated. And she tells us to save the juice because we're going to need that juice to get it to the consistency. And there's no kind of extracts. Although I do have a good orange extract. You know, if it's not orangey enough, I can just put a little tad of that in there, right, Eddie? Okie dokes. I'm going to start adding our orange juice. Gosh, it smells so good. There's nothing like fresh squeezed juices. All right. Now, when a recipe calls for zest, I don't beat that zest in. I stir it in at the end because otherwise all this zest will get caught on the beaters. And I want us to have every bit of that zest because that's where the flavor is. Ooh, Paula, get you some icing, girl. Oh, what the heck. Let's just go ahead and taste. Can't wait. I don't taste the carrots, but I definitely taste the, what am I tasting? I'm tasting the orange, but there was no orange in here, but I guess it's from the icing. It is delicious, Janice. Now you fit, now you don't. Mmm, mmm, mmm. Thank you so much, Janice Wood. This is another cookie that I'm adding to my files, and I will never let anything happen to this recipe. I'm going to keep it close to my chest now that I have shared your recipe with the whole world. I'm going to make sure it stays in my drawer. Delicious. I think I might have got the icing, though, a little thin. So I may let that sit and thicken up a little bit before I do any more. But yeah, because I won't be able to stack these. Look at that beautiful cookie. It looks just like hers, doesn't it? The picture.
Yeah.
I love them, love them, love them, Janice. Thank you so much. Hey, y'all, it's Paula Deen. Now, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to like it and click the subscribe button as well as the notification bell to be alerted when I post a video. Love and best dishes, y'all.